What's up there, Scooter Squad? Good morning. I'm warming this thing up here real quick, and yeah, we're gonna talk today. And I have a moto vlog channel now, so we pick a discussion and we kind of just talk. And I am gonna go fly some FPV, so we're gonna go head down to River Hills Park so I can get a pack or two in. And yeah, it's a little cool today. Got the jacket on again. It rained last night. We're in for some cooler temperatures today, but yeah, kind of want to talk about this Capitol building thing. This was crazy. It's not, like I said, I normally don't do too much political talk, so this isn't really going to be politically based. This is going to be more or less the stupidity of people in general. So it has nothing to do with who you support, honestly. I mean, the fact of the matter is, it was unacceptable what happened. So let me get on the road and we'll start that discussion here. Let this warm up a bit. I'll see you guys in a sec. Well, good morning. Just gonna cruise the back roads here for a bit so we can talk nicely. You know, it's 25 miles an hour through here, so we're just gonna creep. Just gonna have some fun, let this thing warm up. It was a pretty cool night last night, but man, let's talk about this Capitol building. Crazy what happened, man. It's crazy to think that our country has gotten to the point of this much divide. Honestly, it's really kind of scary. It's scary to think that people think this way, that it's okay to go take over a government building instead of solve things with, you know, our democracy. That's what we were built on, a country of democracy. We solve things by talking about it as opposed to just fighting about it. And you know, for the people that are like, oh man, we're patriots and patriots solve things this way, like, no man, it doesn't. That's why we established the Constitution. We talk about things and resolve our differences. Like, that's what the Constitution was made for. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's so crazy to me to think that we live in this time where people think it's acceptable to storm a government building. Not just any government building, the Capitol building. That is crazy that people think that's all right to do. You know, that's the time that we live in now. People have been convinced that they can do these things and there's no repercussions to their actions. Like, I don't know. You guys think the whole rest of the world saw what took place? It did. The whole rest of the world saw this happen. We are supposed to be the leading country in the world, guys. The leading country in the world. We are supposed to be the prime example of how democracy works, right? It is just absolute insanity that people think it's okay to do those types of things. It really is, man. It's a scary time that we live in. Sorry, these bumps are kind of getting the best of me here. Luckily, I have new shocks coming. Very nice new shocks for a Honda Reflex. And we're going to be putting those on here to kind of smooth out the ride a bit. But, yeah, man, wow, what a time we live in. Pandemics and, you know, people thinking they can just do whatever they want to in society. I mean, heck, the way things are going, we may as well just have an apocalypse, you know, or the purge. Heck, let's just have the purge, you know. What's stopping everybody? Let's just purge everyone, you know. That's how it's being treated now, is like, you don't storm a government building, especially the Capitol building, and they go that easy on you. Like, there was so much more stuff that should have happened from all that and didn't, that it's mind-blowing to me. It is absolutely mind-blowing how easy they took it on the people that took over the Capitol building. Do you know what that message that sends to every other country? Like, oh, look at them, bunch of softies. Heck, when their own people invade their own building, you know, their own government, they don't do anything to them. Like, that's the message that we're putting out. You know how ridiculous that sounds? It is crazy to me that we live in this time period. Just to be clear, if you believe what they did was okay, you yourself are not okay, and you probably should not vote. What they did was absolute insanity. What are we doing here, guy? What's this really slow takeoff stuff? I'm going 10 miles an hour, dude. Wow, buddy. You're getting passed by a semi-truck right now. This is crazy. There you go, my guy. So anyways, I just wanted to say that if you stand by what those people did at the Capitol building, please don't vote. Please don't. You're wrong. Everything that you think is wrong, and you need not be a part of the population of voters. That was absolute craziness on a level 10,000, what they did. Okay? I think even the majority of Republicans at this point agree that what happened was ridiculous. So I hope they catch every one of them, and I hope they try the living daylights out of those people properly. I really want to see some punishment happen, some serious punishment. And Trump's words to those people was no better. No better. You know, there's a point where you just have to accept the loss. The people didn't choose you, man. You know, when 62, I believe it was like 62 court cases get thrown out, man, you just have to take, like, they even let him pick his own judge, I think, like a couple times, and it still didn't go in his favor. Like, you have to have evidence to prove a case. Like, that's just how it works. If you don't have evidence, you can sit here and say there's mass fraud across a huge level of stuff, but if you don't have evidence to support your facts and your claims, then you have nothing. You literally have nothing. So I'm just throwing that out there for you guys, man. I'm just saying, like, if any of you think what they did was okay on any kind of level, please don't vote. Please don't. Okay? Just don't. Your thought process and your mind frame is not where it needs to be a good voter. Okay? I don't. Okay. Anyways, I think enough said. Enough said. I'm just saying, guys, please vote smart whenever you vote. Look at all the data that's being presented. I am an open-minded individual. I can hear both sides of the story. Okay? I really can. I have no issues hearing both sides. You know, I like to debate for the devil's advocate. That's what I like to do. I enjoy debating for the devil's advocate. I like you to pick a side, me to pick a side, and then we learn from each other, you know? That is the best possible outcome. Even if we don't agree at the end of it, there's no reason we shouldn't be friends. You know what I mean? Like, I don't just sign off friendships that easily. I give people multiple chances to be my friend. And if they can't see past that, then that's their problem. It's not my issue. You know what I'm saying? And it just creates more divide in this country. It's amazing to see how much divide is happening in this country, man. Like, I don't even understand. I can't fathom what has taken place in our country to get to this point. I really can't. Well, look, we just drove a long ways and I talked almost the entire time. Craziness. But I say we put up in the air. There's not much green out here, but man, with these trees losing all their leaves, I have little to no obstructions. I should be able to fly out there pretty far and have pretty good signal. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and park and put up, and we'll check this out. Man, it looks just dead down here. A week ago all this was green and now it's just like dead. All of it's dead. Look at this craziness. Well, let's strap the GoPro on, the drone, and we'll have a little bit of fun here. I'll see you guys in a sec.
I'm sorry, but I don't want to be an emperor. That's not my business. I don't want to rule or conquer anyone. I should like to help everyone if possible. Jew, Gentile, black man, white. We all want to help one another. Human beings are like that. We want to live by each other's happiness, not by each other's misery. We don't want to hate and despise one another. In this world, there's room for everyone, and the good earth is rich and can provide for everyone. The way of life can be free and beautiful, but we have lost the way. Greed has poisoned men's souls, has barricaded the world with hate, has goose-stepped us into misery and bloodshed. We have developed speed, but we have shut ourselves in. Machinery that gives abundance has left us in want. Our knowledge has made us cynical, our cleverness hard and unkind. We think too much and feel too little. More than machinery, we need humanity. More than cleverness, we need kindness and gentleness. Without these qualities, life will be violent, and all will be lost. The aeroplane and the radio have brought us closer together. The very nature of these inventions cries out for the goodness in men, cries out for universal brotherhood, for the unity of us all. Even now, my voice is reaching millions throughout the world, millions of despairing men, women, and little children, victims of a system that makes men torture and imprison innocent people. To those who can hear me, I say, do not despair. The misery that is now upon us is but the passing of greed, the bitterness of men who fear the way of human progress. The hate of men will pass, and dictators die, and the power they took from the people will return to the people. And so long as men die, liberty will never perish. Soldiers, don't give yourselves to brutes, men who despise you, enslave you, who regiment your lives, tell you what to do, what to think, and what to feel, who drill you, diet you, treat you like cattle, use you as cannon fodder. Don't give yourselves to these unnatural men with machine minds and machine hearts. You are not machines, you are not cattle, you are men. You have the love of humanity in your hearts. You don't hate, only the unloved hate, the unloved and the unnatural. Soldiers, don't fight for slavery, fight for liberty. In the 17th chapter of St. Luke it is written, the kingdom of God is within man, not one man nor a group of men, but in all men, in you. You, the people, have the power to create machines, the power to create happiness. You, the people, have the power to make this life free and beautiful, to make this life a wonderful adventure. Then in the name of democracy, let us use that power. Let us all unite. Let us fight for a new world, a decent world, that will give men a chance to work, that will give youth a future and old age a security. By the promise of these things, brutes have risen to power, but they lie. They do not fulfill that promise. They never will. Dictators free themselves, but they enslave the people. Now let us fight to fulfill that promise. Let us fight to free the world, to do away with national barriers, to do away with greed, with hate and intolerance. Let us fight for a world of reason, a world where science and progress will lead to all men's happiness. Soldiers, in the name of democracy, let us all unite!